Sunday. I got my coffee and hey! One thing I knew I forgot. It is time for Derek's Weekly Crypto Update. Today is January the 17th, 2021. Taking a look at the current prices for our coins that we're currently looking at, which are Zcash and Bitcoin. If you look, I tried taking the time at midnight, turning into Sunday, just so we have a little bit of consistency going forth. So that way, when you know what you're looking at the prices from midnight at the morning of Sunday, because that's when I'm going to be releasing the update typically. If it's Saturday or something, I'll try to get an update so I keep the prices pretty consistent and we have an idea of what's going on. But as we can see, Bitcoin did take a little bit of a pullback. We're at 11.29%. We're going to go a little bit deeper just in a little bit. We did hit down close to, I think it was right below $30,000 on most exchanges. But that quickly rebounded over the next few days. And I think we hit 40,000 again. I think it was Thursday. Now we're sitting right around 36,000. The current price, I think, fell a little bit, but we'll get into that shortly. And just to update Zcash, it's now sitting at 105.31. I think that took a little tumble to where we're at right now. I think we're just below $100, but that's also up 22.86% on the week. I thought that was going to be a big one. I still think it's going to be a big one for this year, and I think we're going to see double-digit gains probably multiple times this year without, extreme percentage drops, at least until we have the end of the bull cycle. Again, we'll get more on that shortly. All right, getting into the Bitcoin price chart on the 4-hour. That's what I use. I use TradingView. It's one of the best sites to use to get you a better, closer look at the picture. I do use a couple of the indicators that they offer on here. I use the Bollinger Bands typically. The Bollinger Bands, if you'll look here, are these two on the outside. When they get really close, you'll notice that's when Bitcoin has the big price breakouts. Down here is typically, it's one of them. It squeezed really close and it shot off. But this past week we had a pretty big crash. It was all the way from $42,000 all the way down, $30,000 is what we'll say it hit. So that's a pretty big, it's a little over a 30% or right around a 30% price movement. Everyone was asking me after it hit that 30,000 low, is it going down further? Is it going down further? Right now, I think what we're in the middle of is a consolidation, and that's where, if you look at it, we have the recent high and the recent low. We can extend those out, and Bitcoin will pretty much play in those areas, and that what you're looking for is a movement after here. If Bitcoin makes a move, it can make it anywhere between here. Typically, it's like the 75 to 80%. But you're looking for a move here where it's going to either break up or it's going to break down. One of the big things you got to look at, it's right now we're in price discovery mode. We recently hit an all-time high. Bitcoin always, typically takes a 1.5-year bull run after we halving, which is what's happened, and you'll see a lot of alts start to pick up as well. We'll take a look at the crypto or coin market cap just to see the current price movements for the week on all the major coins. But right now, I think until we see a move that's outside of here, outside of these bounds, I think we're gonna be playing in here maybe all the way through February. It could be that long. It could be the 21st. It could be 4 days from now. I really until we see one way up or down. It's a pretty good continuation. We would expect the continuation to be an upward continuation because of the prior price action. I think, we're looking pretty good on the Bitcoin chart. We're just in a bit of consolidation period. And you'll see after big price moves up, we'll have those where we just hit a place where we consolidate a little bit. The Bollinger Bands will start to squeeze, and then we'll either shoot up or down depending on where it shoots out of what it breaks out, whether it's up or down. All right. If we take a look at Zcash now, Zcash is currently in breakout mode. You can see a lot of times on these charts where these Bollinger Bands, when I talked about them squeezing together, it's where the volatility really decreases to a minimal amount. It's playing in between a really tight bounds, and that's where you'll see it start to squeeze together. And that's when those big price moves happen. When there's less volatility, there's one big push that's going to move it one way or the other in the market. You'll notice all these periods where it's squeezed really tight together, then you'll see the price movement, or where it's squeezed together, and that's where we see this breakout right here. The Bollinger Bands squeezed together, and we've had nothing but a breakout, hitting an 800-day all-time high on the Zcash chart. We're still in price discovery in Zcash now too. The last time it was this high was 800 days ago. It's funny to think about it, but that was the last bull run. It also hit a high of $800 that time. So, I mean, if we're looking at that, we're still looking at an 8x from its all-time high, which is a very feasible goal to hit in this market, especially looking at all the bigger names like Tyler Winklevoss. You have even Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum. They're all speaking about Zcash and say that it is worth having because it is, privacy. You have a right to privacy. You have a right, and its privacy is almost going to become a commodity where it's, everyone, we have VPNs right now where you're able to say that you're from another place. You can spoof it so you can hide you have privacy when you search on the internet, or where you're, what you're doing on the internet can be, it can be privatized. So you're not really revealing it to everybody and who's trying to steal your data or take your data. All right, so starting at the list of the coins, we'll go over just the top few of them. Start with the Bitcoin dominance. Currently, it is sitting at 66.3%. We got Bitcoin sitting at $36,000. It's down roughly 10% on the week. Ethereum, we got 5.29%. It's down. Tether, so it's going to be $0 or $1 always because it is tethered to the US dollar. Polkadot, 79.16%. So it is up quite a bit, and it's already got a large $15 billion market cap. Polkadot is it's an altcoin that uses its own network to link all the blockchains together. So it allows cross-blockchain or parachain because it's Polkadot. It allows cross-chain connectivity. It's something that could be used, especially if a lot of these bigger blockchains are going to be ones that take off, like Ethereum, Cardano, something they need to have that cross-platform utility. XRP is down 15.6%. That's coming with a lot of exchanges delisting XRP because SEC is actually going after Ripple for using XRP as a security. There we go. Couldn't think of it for a second. I had to think for a minute. We got Cardano up 19%. Roughly the market, if we go to the whole market cap for crypto and go on the week here, we go on the 7-day, we'll take a look, and the whole crypto market cap is roughly pretty much even. It's down $50 billion, but at $1 trillion market cap, it's not that much. It's rough, it's minimal. If we continue down though, we got all our other coins are, roughly up and down pretty evenly. We scroll all the way down. Our Zcash right now is sitting at $100.70. It's going up and down roughly. It's been hovering about $99 and $110 for the past day and a half. But if we look at the volume on it, Zcash is moving $1.3 billion a day. A couple times this week, it was hitting around $2.5–3 billion in a day. So, with that market cap, you're looking at those, even there, you're looking at it becoming like a top 10, top 15 coin in volume alone. Volume isn't necessarily indicative of price, but it shows that there is movement in there. And typically in a bull market, when you see a lot of volume, you're looking at an upward price movement because everything's generally moving in an upward direction. A lot of these other coins, I think we're seeing a lot of these DEX coins, Atom, let's see what else we got, but these DEX coins are going to start moving up too. Especially, I think they're a good hedge against coins like Zcash, where if they do ever ban Zcash, that's one of the things you have to look out for, and it's risky becoming a Zcash investor. The government could ban privacy coins just because they could be used for illicit activities like cash. When you work with something that's like cash, it's untraceable, it can be used for illicit activities, and the government might crack down on that. Decentralized exchanges allow you to send your token to a smart contract and get a token back in exchange. So it is a good hedge against the privacy coins. Just in case, I'm going to start collecting a few DEX coins just to have a hedge against the Zcash, because Zcash is a risky investment. It's not. I'm not going to tell you it's a sure thing. It is. I read a tweet earlier this week, and it was pretty funny. It said, one of the funnest things about Zcash is it has a built-in feature that could make all your coins worthless at any given time, and that's so true. When you have privacy coins, always be wary that the government could say, we're not going to allow these. Zcash does have a built-in feature though that allows you to use it as a regular transfer, an unshielded transfer, and allows people to see it. So it does have built-in compliance that allows you to be compliant, but it does allow those illicit activities. All right, and lastly, PayPal's Bitcoin revenue expected to top $2 billion by 2023. I want to start going over one article a week because I think this is really good to give you guys an idea of how much demand there is for Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin's total revenue within 2 years is expected to be 10% of PayPal's total annual revenue. I think it's pretty interesting when you look at it. PayPal is currently buying, if you look at this article, a bit more than 100% of all of Bitcoin's mining supply. So that means PayPal has to start purchasing Bitcoin from other markets. It's not just the miners that, as the miners are selling, PayPal is demanding more than what they're able to supply. That's why I think we're going to get into periods of supply shock where you're going to see rapid price movements of Bitcoin coming shortly because there are a lot of people who are not willing to sell at the current prices. If we look over here, PayPal's price target was raised from $290 to $350 just by the news of this Bitcoin revenue. It's as you're going to see these stocks that are heavily exposed to Bitcoin start trading with volatility as Bitcoin trades. The merchants can take PayPal as well, but they can take crypto, and I think they get paid in the currency that they accept, whether US dollars, euros, or whatever it currently is. And as we get to the end here, coffee's just finished up. It's going to be the afternoon shortly, so I just want you guys to have a great weekend. If you have any questions, as always, throw them down in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer them. Everything, as I always say, I am just giving my opinion on it. I am not a financial advisor, so take what I say with a grain of salt. It's just my opinion on what's going on in the market today. Hope you guys have a great week, and as always, this is Derek's Weekly Crypto Update. Have a good week.